Alright. Put your fucking cocks away and buckle up, because we're talking about some fucking brutal shit today. Sorry about that, I got a little carried away there. Hello friends, Miguel from Nigel's Krypt, and today I got a bunch of killer stuff to talk to you about today. But before we get into it, I must announce that I upgraded the camera quality, and I am super stoked about that I got to upgrade so much sooner than I thought I would. So I'm very excited about that. But enough of that. Let's get into the backstory of the label we're talking about today. Today we're talking about Lingering Cadaverine Records from Austin, Texas, and 3 of their releases thus far that I have, formed in August of 2020, which means they are brand spanking new. They pride themselves in releasing nothing but the sickest death metal and punk you can find in Texas, and they pride themselves in not releasing any of that caveman bullshit, which just crushes my caveman heart. But it is what it is. The show must go on. I'm very excited for how promising this label is, and I'm bummed that I'm only talking about 3 of the releases, because I only like talking about the releases if I have them physically. That's just how I want to do it. That may change in the future, but right now, physical releases that I own only. And let's get right into that first band. And right here, we got our first band. Oppositional, Defiant, Destroyer, or O.D.D for short, from Tampa, Florida. This band formed in 2019, and it is currently unknown if the band is still active, at least based on their Metal Archives page. That could change, and I hope it does. This band plays a filthy, disgusting mix of death metal, grindcore, and hardcore. If you're a fan of Asphyx, Autopsy, DRI, or Bolt Thrower, I'd say, this is going to be right up your alley. Just shy of 15 minutes. This band is here for a short stay for this release, and it's simple and straight to the point. And that's also my issue with a lot of these EP releases. They're so damn short. It's just an absolute tease, and I'm really looking forward to whatever else they have released. Other than that, I really like, especially on songs like the title song, there's dual vocals. I love gang dual vocal stuff. The guitars are really loud on this, and the drums, but I'd say other than that, the vocals are a little too low in the mix, if you ask me. Not trying to be nitpicky, but they do get a little quiet at times, and especially the bass too. It's not the most audible, but when you do hear it, it's utterly killer. I'm really looking forward to whatever else they have released. I'm going to have all the band's stuff in the description when this video is done. Please consider supporting them when you can, because they got a few cassettes available. On to the next band. And next on our list, we got a band from Copenhagen, Denmark, formed in 2020, so brand spanking new band, with their debut release, I believe it's a debut release, of Septage and their EP, Septic Decadence. And based on this artwork alone, you know this is a band that draws its influences from Carcass and bands like Pathologist, and I absolutely love the killer mix of death grind and gore grind on here. While this band is more gore grind influenced, the instruments feel more death metal laden, and the vocals are definitely where you get your gore grind influences from. Your usual pitch shifted vocals with the occasional death metal vocal thrown in, which I absolutely love. This EP is absolutely relentless. It does not stop for its 12-minute runtime until it is over. It is like being hooked on the back of a truck and drugged through the desert. It just does not stop. And one thing I'd like to add on this is how well produced this demo EP is. Everything is absolutely audible on this, which is absolutely killer. And if a band doesn't sound the best produced, I don't want it to sound like that's a bad thing. In my opinion, that's also a good thing in certain cases. So I don't want people to think I'm speaking negatively on bands if things might be a little too low or a little too high in the mix. That is not what I mean at all. But if you are a fan of bands like Disgorge and Pathologist and Carcass, and I'd say a more contemporary band would be Miasmatic Necrosis, you're absolutely going to love this killer release. And I think this year they actually released a brand new EP, which I have yet to check out because I'm lame, and I need to get on that really soon. So make sure to check these guys out if you like pathological, gore grind influenced bands. On to the next artist. And for the last band, formed in Chicago, Illinois, and features a co-founder of Lingering Cadaverine Records, is Moondrunk, with their debut album, Flag Burner. This band mixes a very nice blend of black metal, harsh noise, death metal, and hardcore punk. And what I mean by this is, in the really nice, sick, cold riffs is where you're going to find your black metal influences, as well in the vocals, but mainly you're going to find that in the riffs. In the vocals, you're going to get more of your death metal, and in the drums, you're going to get your grind influences. And I think there's harsh noise, but from what I've seen, I've only seen the harsh noise in the song Answer Us towards the end, so I guess the harsh noise is kind of lacking on this record, but that is no way a negative thing at all. And this record as well is also very politically driven. And what you're going to find in these politically driven lyrics is in songs like Boot Killer, Expatriate, Answer Us, and Flag Burner. And before I continue on, this channel is not inherently political. If a band is going to have political subjects, I am going to talk about it. And no, I'm not going to debate you about your politics in the comments. Go on Reddit. Other than that, I think this band, it just mixes a bunch of its influences in it, and it never feels like there's too much going on, which I really like. This, and it's also, what I also like is this is a one-man project too. So this guy, he just mixes all of his things together, all of his influences really well, and it just makes a very killer mix of black and death metal with the hardcore. If you are a fan of bands like Our Place of Worship is Silence and bands like Ritual Moon, the more contemporary releases, and Leviathan, because I talked to the guy and he said there's DSBM influences in it, which I don't really listen to DSBM, so I wouldn't really know where I'd find in the influences other than the riffs. But if you are really itching for some nice politically driven black metal, this is the album for you. And it was released on Lingering Cadaverine Records, obviously. And other than that, that's all I got for the catalog of Lingering Cadaverine Records. I apologize if I took so long to upload a video. I've been going through some pretty serious personal issues, which I won't delve into, not COVID related. So it's been really hard, so, and I finally I felt like I wanted to upload a video, so I went for it. So, guys, thank you so much for all the support you've given me. Thank you so much for being patient with this long gap in uploads. I'm trying my best, and I'm sorry if this video isn't as high of quality as the last ones. Recording for me just isn't the easiest, but I'm certainly trying. So, thank you all so much for watching. Please check out all the bands and the label. And before I end this video, I started talking about these bands because I bought a Septage shirt from the label, and I accidentally bought a bundle that was sold out, and they were just generous enough to send me all these releases for free. So thank you so much, Lingering Cadaverine Records. I wish the best for you as a label. Please keep releasing killer releases. And remember, my friends, stay evil.